When I was in seminary, I knew that I wanted to plant a church. At that point, I had seen God do enough things in my life that I knew that I wanted to devote myself to helping people come into a relationship with Jesus, to help them experience the same grace and purpose that He gave me. However, it was not until I met a man named Alex Rahill that this passion started to unfold and take shape. I had heard that Alex was looking to plant another church in Southfield, and that happened to be the specific location in Metro Detroit that I wanted to plant as well.
I met Alan at LifeChurch Canton with John Weidman. John had been in ministry for a number of years, and he knew of Alan and introduced me to Alan and said, I really think you need to meet this guy. I think he could be one of our church planters. We connected there, and just as I listened to his heart and some of his story, I thought, God, you've brought Alan to this moment because you're ready to do the next thing with him. And I really sensed that in him and in us. God had brought us together for such a time as this. And so it was pretty clear after our first extended meeting and conversation, I thought, God's up to something here, and I'm willing to walk with him and see what that might be.
So for a 6-month period, I came on board and I was trained at LifeChurch Canton. During that time, I received guidance, counsel, experience, and a team of people sold out on the mission of planting a church in Southfield. And after that time, I went out with that team, planted LifeChurch Southfield, and sat back and watched God do some amazing things.
So LifeChurch Southfield started with about 30 or 40 people. But when they went public, there was a great response. Right out of the gate that first year, we saw dozens of people come to faith in Christ. You could sense God's hand on that community. It was palpable. And now they're planting their first church. It's everything you want to see happen in a church plant.
And with a new church plant in mind, God led me to Don Earl Johnson and Cameron Underdown. And after spending significant time together, we discerned that they are the right people to launch LifeChurch Auburn Hills. You see, God is moving, and He wants to do something powerful. He is longing to begin a new work and to expand His kingdom. And that starts with a seed, a small group of people ready to say, I will go, send me. A group of people who believe in the mission of Christ and His passion to see lost people transformed through His gospel. But even with a few willing hearts, it still takes the whole body coming together to take on a venture like this. The Covenant has a goal to plant 300 to 500 new churches because we believe that the church is God's vessel of hope for humanity. And this cannot be done without all of us coming together with our resources and our prayers. You see, God is inviting us on an adventure. He is asking us to partner with Him on this new work. So will you join us by doing 3 things? Pray for our church planting movement. Because you see, no work of significance starts without prayer. Secondly, ask yourself how you can be involved in church planting. And finally, determine how you can invest financially in this very important work. This is the deal. New church plants are conduits of God's hope for the world. New church plants are necessary to reaching people for Christ. So my question for you is, will you accept the call?